The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Put that hammer down. This is the Don't Do It Yourself podcast.
Don't take the risk.
The New England Contractors Referral podcast that begs you, the homeowner, to put that hammer down and get the referral of a ready, reputable contractor from your host.
Our motto is put the hammer down.
No nonsense, Nance.
That's what we're here for.
And Tommy Two Shoes.
You can't get a word in edgewise with a woman.
Not with a woman, that's right.
Join us as they guide you through the maze and refer you to the right man or woman for the job.
Right now, I'm at Studio 21 Podcast Cafe.
This is the Don't Do It Yourself podcast. Here's Tommy.
Put that hammer down. That's right, folks. We're back to the Don't Do It Yourself podcast. I'm Tommy Two Shoes. This is No Nonsense Nance, and today's guest is AKA Gutta B Mee. Yes, that's right, folks.
Good
Figure
morning.
that one out, huh?
Good morning.
AKA Gutta B Mee.
Pleasure to be here with you guys.
Very nice
Awesome.
to have you.
Today, we got something special.
It is special. I'm
It really
excited
is.
about it.
Now, it's getting, towards the end of the season, but this is something I want you guys to keep in mind.
We got time.
We got time. We still got plenty of time on the boards.
Yeah.
But this is a gentleman that you want to get in touch with.
Yeah.
Because we all love golf. Okay? Everybody loves golf.
I like watching golf even on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
You kidding
I
me?
love it.
I do a better job watching it than I do playing it myself.
me too. Me too.
Here's what I love about
Yeah.
golf.
Yep.
Donald Trump. You know how many golf
Yeah.
courses he owns?
How many?
Oh,
All over
All right,
the
go
world.
Donald.
I love it. I love
Certainly
it.
does.
And that's the power of this game. It's a powerful game.
It is a powerful
Yeah.
game.
And if you got kids,
Yep.
you want your kids into this game.
Yes, you do.
You do.
It's
But
like-
you want them to learn the right thing.
That's
They got to
right.
learn how to hold the club is so important here.
Mm-hmm.
Just holding a golf club. If you're not holding it right, you're never going to be
You're never gonna
consistent.
be good. I
Never,
know.
ever, ever. So that's the number one thing. Getting a grip.
Yeah. Now,
You know?
my mother could hold a broom.
Nice.
Pretty damn
Listen.
good. But to have her teach my kids how to hold a club is not the right thing to do. You don't do it yourself. You go to the professionals.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we got a pro here.
So I equate taking good golf lessons with versus doing it yourself, trying
Yes,
to teach
absolutely.
yourself with Albert Einstein's quote where he says
Out at some driving range by yourself.
The definition of insanity is when you try to do something over and over again and expect a different result. And if you don't have a pro like AKA Gutta B Mee teaching you, you're going to repeat the mistakes over and over again, and you're not going to get anywhere. So
That's
it's
absolutely
important
right, Nance.
that we hook our listeners up.
Yeah.
Very important. Very
to
important.
Gutta B Mee. Yeah.
And here's what I love about teaching the game of golf. There's a lot of kids involved because parents want their kids into the game of golf. They do. Parents, if you look at the money in the colleges today for women's golf, there's so much scholarship
money for it.
They have so much for each sport.
Yeah.
And women's golf, there's tons of money there for
That's
to
taken
send you,
off.
get your daughter into college.
And it's a safer sport than most. I mean, certainly you could get hit by a golf ball. But
I know
but
my
other
sister
than
has
that,
had that happen to her. I was there.
But that was because he didn't have any lessons.
That's
he
right.
Stunk.
He was on his own trying to do something.
Yeah.
We're standing off
He
to
hit
the
my
side.
ankle, my toes.
He whacks the ball, goes sideways, and breaks her ankle.
No.
She had to play the whole game with a swollen ankle. I was laughing the whole time, although I shouldn't laugh at my
It was
baby
two
sister.
broken toes and a swollen
But
ankle.
this is why you
Yeah.
need lessons.
It's true.
Yes.
You do. In AKA Gutta B Mee does that for people. And it's a prestigious sport to put your
We
kid
do.
into.
And
I think.
I do a lot of clinics with
Yep.
kids. I do golf camps with kids all summer long, and I'm also I also teach a lot of adults.
Nice.
And the game, women in the game, men don't care. They
Right.
go, they drink, they
have
play
fun.
in their
Right.
leagues, they got a quota, they play. Hey, women, they want to be the best they can
Right.
be.
We're
They
competitive,
do. They
yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
and
so
they dress very well out there,
Yes,
too.
I was
Oh, yeah.
always the best dressed
Absolutely.
golfer.
And?
absolutely.
You too.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's
So-
good. You should.
We look
And that-
good anyway.
And that's called. You got to have that etiquette when you get on it.
That's
That's just
right.
why it's powerful for young kids.
Yeah.
It's not just holding the club, a golf swing.
You
It's
have to
about
know
how
your
you
etiquette.
dress, wearing a belt, tuck your shirt. It's all about that. Wear your hat backwards. I hate when I see a kid come in the golf course with his hat backwards. I freak out.
Yep.
I slap him around a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's all about discipline.
Yeah,
Golf.
you got
a lot of etiquette you have to learn, and you learn that when you do it yourself. You learn it out in the field, and you get people angry at you.
You don't know.
You don't hit a head, and when somebody's out in front of you,
right?
You try not to keep them slowed down for the guy behind you,
right?
Right.
Yell.
How to fix a ball mark, how to fix a divot, how to replace a divot.
Exactly.
Your ball goes in the air, it hits the green, and makes a ball mark. You got to teach the kids how to fix that.
Right.
People don't know how to fix that.
You're right.
How to be quiet when someone's hitting.
Right.
Very important. Where to stand when someone's hitting.
Yeah.
It's standing still, not moving.
Yeah.
All these things need to be taught.
Yeah, and you're the guy to do it. So you're reachable, and your schedule is flexible.
Very flexible.
Yep. Okay. And you could probably start late in March and go right through October.
I have my life set up that I do the golf. About April to early October.
Yep.
And then I do other things.
Good.
Excellent. Good for you.
Yeah. I
got to say, folks, before you try to learn it by yourself, make sure you call a pro.
Absolutely.
Goof.
Absolutely.
I know. But so I know that part of what you do is you specialize with the kids, and the kids are important because in order to become a golf pro, you have to start golfing when you're a kid, right?
Well, let me tell you a quick story. Mom sent me to caddy camp down Oyster Harbors down the Cape when I was 12 years old.
Yep.
So I went down there. I fell in love with the game. No one played. Nobody played. I come back, but she used to drop me off at the golf course. Yep. And that's another beautiful thing about teaching kids golf compared to football, baseball, hockey, and all the other sports out there. Golf, you could drop your kid off for 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
And they're fine.
They're fine.
You can feel good about it because most of the people at the golf course are stand-up people.
Yeah, they are.
Women, the men.
Yeah. It's an expensive sport. It narrows down the groupings.
And they're yelling at the kid because I do it all the time. No running. They all want to run in the greens. They want to do this and that.
Careful where you're driving that cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be 18 to drive the car.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah, 18 to drive a car.
Yeah.
Well, that's a mass. New Hampshire's probably 10.
Yeah. And they can operate a crane.
Without
a license.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. So that's the whole discipline thing, the whole safety issue. I mean, I think it's way safer than hockey or football or any of those sports.
It's the mentality, though.
Yeah.
It's what the kids going to a golf course, they're learning how to keep score, not cheat.
Right.
Be honest with themselves. There's all these good things that are happening that you don't learn in football, baseball, and hockey. You don't learn that stuff. But in golf, you're learning. These kids are learning. Not only kids. People like him need to learn.
Absolutely. I got a lot to learn.
Lots of teaching,
yeah.
So
let me tell you something, folks. Instead of letting your kids putt around in their bedroom playing with all the devices, get them out there.
It's true.
Very important.
It's not safe to go to regular parks anymore in the city.
Very important.
So send them to the golf course.
That's
where
a great
it's safe, where it's safe, where they're not on the goddamn internet all the time.
Right. Yes.
Or watching TV constantly. Get them out there. Activity. It's good for their health.
Yep.
It's good to get out and get some sun
outside.
on you.
Right.
And to
all great
get
points.
to meet people and enjoy working together as a team. It teaches you team quality.
It does.
It teaches you an initiative to be
and to
better.
Be competitive.
And
to be competitive, which is a good thing. You should be competitive
Very important.
in this world.
Kids need that today.
So we were talking about how young you need to be in order to be a golf pro. Now, you're a golf pro.
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay.
Yes.
And you started when you were 12 years old.
12 years old I started.
And you came back home and you said, Mom, I want to do this. I don't want to just be a caddy. I want to golf.
Yeah, I went to the golf camp for the next 4 years. Then I became a counselor there.
Oh, wow.
Which I started teaching. That's when I started teaching the game.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're like 16.
The pro
17?
down there would show. I learned a lot from him. Billy Max. He was incredible. He taught me a lot of stuff on how to teach people the game.
Right.
So very important there.
Yeah.
So, I learned it at a young age, how to teach at a young age. And I took that into all sports because I've taught them all.
Yeah. It's a great thing. I took some lessons this summer in...
Not with me, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't know you at the time.
Well, you need to know me.
What happened was I went somewhere local to my office so I could do it during my lunch hour. And I thought that I would go there and I would tell him, what I needed, and then he told me what I needed, and it was completely opposite of what I thought I needed.
I do a brother and sister duo discount.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Absolutely. We are.
Because let me tell you Let me tell you something, folks. If there's anybody I know that needs lessons, it's gotta be me. Okay.
Yeah, he's good, huh? So anyways, this guy says to me, no, Nancy, you need to do this before you do that. So I want to know how to hit it, I want to know how to putt. A country mile in a heartbeat.
Yep.
I need fast self-gratification. Yeah, and he taught me form first. And then he had me just using 2 different clubs. And the discipline that I learned in a short amount of time and the discipline that I can learn from you now that I've spoken to you, you're much more energetic than the guy I was golfing with.
Oh, yeah.
And you're getting me excited about taking lessons.
Well, I think teaching the game... Okay, if you're going to just be laid back, and golf is a laid back sport. Don't get me wrong, but I'll bring like a football mentality because I've coached Everett Huskies football.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me back then.
Good for you.
But and you bring that football mentality to teaching golf, especially to not the young kids, but the kids that are 15 to 18, where they're into football anyway. But if you bring some of that mentality to them. It's powerful stuff. It really is.
And I got to tell you, before we go to break, I just want to tell you, AKA Gutta B Mee is going to be having his own podcast.
Yeah, he is. When we come back,
we're going to talk about that.
Yes,
and folks, wait till you hear about this. I can't wait for it because I'm going to watch it every week.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, but I want the lessons. I like this brother and sister stuff.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
We are going
to listen. Put that hammer down. We'll be right back.
Do you want to light up your life? How about your home or business? I mean, really light it up. Call our friend Michael from WeHangChristmasLights.com. They don't just hang Christmas lights. How about lights for an outdoor wedding? How about lighting by your pool or deck? A beautiful home or successful business starts with curb appeal. WeHangChristmasLights.com gets you that curb appeal. They do outside lighting of all kinds. Sure, you can buy them and hang them yourself, or do what I did. Let the pros design, install, and maintain the lighting so I can focus on what's most important. Family, friends, and if you have a business, sales. Lighting attracts a great deal of attention to retail stores. Retail stores with lights will earn 10% more than Scrooge retailers who don't light it up. Don't do it yourself. For outside lighting for your home or business, call 603-818-1437 for Michael or go to WeHangChristmasLights.com.
Hi, this is Nancy Troy, and I want to talk to you about finding something that you love to do and then find a way to get paid for it. I've been lucky again to find another opportunity in my life, and I want to share that with you. I'm looking to build a solid new team in the #1 billion anti-aging skincare business. You set your own goals and standards and decide how much you want to earn. Be rewarded with incredible trips, luxury gifts, and reach the ultimate achievement, a Mercedes-Benz. This can be done in conjunction with your primary job or business or strictly on its own. The sky is the limit. Aging is inevitable, but looking good is an option. Call me to learn more about this opportunity. You can reach me at 781-254-9110. Some of the products I want to talk to you about are the anti-aging and beauty enhancement products that we carry. For teens and young adults with acne, you get a product. For sun-damaged skin and age spots, they diminished or they're removed. Frown lines, crow's feet, signs of aging can all be controlled with 4 regimens that take 5 minutes in the morning and at night. You cleanse, you tone, and you moisturize. Other things you can do is lash boost. Put a lip serum on, plump up your lips. Put eye cream on and enhance and make yourself glow. All of this can be accomplished by doing something that you love, by finding a way to get paid for it, and be lucky enough to share this opportunity with other people. Call me, 781-254-9110.
If you enjoy the banter back and forth from Tommy Two Shoes,
Put that hammer down.
and No Nonsense Nance,
Without her, I'd be lost.
you have to check out their other podcast that's very different from this show.
That's right.
It's called Political TNT, and it's basically a family feud.
Boy, are we in opposite ends of the ring when it comes to
we ever.
politics.
Brother versus sister,
Treason.
Democrat versus Republican,
You know what?
he's
It's
got to
people
say.
like you.
left versus right,
We're going to talk about the hottest topics in politics today.
in a weekly political family debate
Well,
It's
it's too
ruined
bad,
our
Tom.
reputation.
You lost.
that is explosive. Find Political TNT on iTunes, iHeartRadio, or any of your favorite podcast catchers,
We're the most powerful nation in the world.
or see it on YouTube and get ready to rumble.
Listen good, folks.
And remember, please subscribe to the Don't Do It Yourself podcast
It cost you absolutely nothing.
and the most explosive podcast out there,
It's great.
Political TNT.
Put the hammer down and don't go anywhere. The Don't Do It Yourself podcast will be back in a jiff. In the meantime, if you're looking for a great referral for any kind of contractor, look no further, and whatever you do, don't do it yourself. To get a great free referral, simply email the Don't Do It Yourself podcast at tommy's2shoes@aol.com. That's Tommy's with an S, the number 2 shoes at AOL.com. Again, that's Tommy's2shoes@aol.com, and he'll walk you through it. And now back to the Don't Do It Yourself podcast. Here's Tommy.
Put that hammer down, folks. That's
Putt.
right.
Putt.
You like
I
that
got
one,
it.
didn't
I
you?
liked
You got
it, yeah.
We're
Putt.
back to the Don't Do It Yourself podcast. I'm Tommy Two Shoes. This is No Nonsense Nance, and this is AKA Gotta Be Me.
And you know what? I think AK Gotta Be Me might hold
AKA.
AKA. He might be beating you up a little bit on the humor. He's a pretty funny guy too.
That's
and your
off the show, though.
This is with your putts and your
Oh, well.
fours and
Well, I
he's
tried.
a funny guy too.
We got to keep the action
So
going,
you know
baby.
what? I want my golf pro to be a little bit interesting personality wise. I like that personality thing going on. It's
Yeah.
It's very important.
It
Very
is.
important.
It is.
It actually as I'm teaching you and
Yep.
having fun with you,
Yeah.
that's how kids learn. I wrote a book, by the way.
Oh,
it's
nice.
called The Fundamental Coach.
Okay.
It's about having fun with kids and teaching them at the
Yeah.
same time. Because when you make people laugh,
Yeah.
they learn.
It's true.
It's that simple. They learn. That's how they
relax,
learn. You
they're
got to
happy.
make them
Yeah.
laugh.
That's a great
If you
name,
make a
too.
little kid laugh,
That's right. You're good.
he'll jump off a bridge for you.
Yeah.
He will.
That's a great name for a
But let
book.
me just throw this in. This
He'll
is the
make his
most-
mother drive a long distance to go see
all you coaches out there, this is a powerful point that I'm going to lay on you. Because here's the deal. Some of you fathers out there are teaching your own kids, but you need to understand something. It's a 5-to-1 ratio. For 5 times, you got to tell it. When you're dealing with kids, even with grown-ups, even this guy.
That guy.
5-to-1. You got to say, good job. Good job.
Oh, I
5
love it.
times.
I love that, boy.
Great job. Great job. Then you got 1 time you can rip them apart.
Yeah, there
But then
go.
you got to build the 5 up again.
Yeah.
You have to. It's very important.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. So before we get into your upcoming podcast, I just got a couple more things. So you teach form. You teach swinging and methods and club usage. 'Cause
You're a swinger, Nance.
I am a swinger, yeah. Yeah, my front door is purple too. Yeah.
She's gonna hit me with a club.
Chipping
Yeah,
and
right.
putting. You have a putting clinic, right?
Yes, I do putting, chipping clinics.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a tough part. That can be the toughest part. Putting.
But it's easy to teach, and you get it's just like the whole game of golf.
Yeah.
A couple of fundamentals.
Right.
Just putting, keeping the club head square
Right.
through impact.
Yep.
People don't do it. They,
Yep.
If you keep it square,
Yep.
you become 90% better putter just doing that one thing. You hear what I just said?
I heard what you
Keep
just
your
said.
club head square through impact.
Yep.
That's like this. See it? Stop it here.
All right, I'm going to remember that.
Yes.
I'm going to remember that. And by the way,
Slow to impact.
he has really reasonable rates too when you reach out to him, which you can at 617-331-4371. And I'm going to tell you that number again. But you can talk to him about the rates and obviously his brother and sister discounts. So
That's right.
there's all kinds of things that he can do for us as golfers that need help.
Yes.
Mostly on this side of the aisle, though.
Yes.
He tends to lean
He's my
towards
man.
ladies.
That's right. No.
Okay?
Yeah, and the right. Yeah, I think that's what he was getting at. But so
I'm on the
so-
right, Nance.
Nice.
Depends on which way you're looking.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about. You're going to be here at Studio 21 Podcast Cafe very soon.
Yes,
let's talk
launching
about that.
your podcast.
In a couple of weeks, I'm going to shoot my first show.
Nice.
I'm excited about it. Yeah.
And it's going to be called
Gotta Be Me.
Gotta Be Me. Okay.
Gotta Be Me.
Now, if we want to go online and look at you,
Yes.
I need to spell "Gotta Be Me" for you, so
Yes,
that
very
you'll be able to
important
find
how
him.
I spell it. It's,
Right.
It's Gutta, mind in the gutter. If
Gutter.
you think of that, I'm
Yep.
in the gutter.
Okay.
And then just a B.
Yep.
And then an M and I like the double E. I
Yeah.
just think it looks
Yeah.
good.
nice.
It looks
So
good. It
gotta
sounds
be
good.
me.
Gotta be me. And you probably like that song. Do you sing it well?
I gotta be me.
There you go. So you're going to be able to go online, see about his business and what it is that he offers.
Well, there's about 200 videos of me back in the day. Some of the
Nice.
stuff's back 10 years.
Doesn't matter.
I
You only
started-
get better.
I started with Dave. So,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If you go back to when you were 12, I think they had wooden clubs then, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they did.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
Wow.
They did.
Yeah. So you're going to launch in a couple of weeks,
Yes.
and it's going to be live here at Studio 21 Podcast Cafe.
Yes.
It's going to be called "Gotta Be Me," and you're going to. What do you
Let me
think
tell.
about doing?
I'll tell
What do
you a
think
little bit
doing?
about the "Gotta Be Me." And "Gotta Be Me" is powerful because I always end it. I gotta be me,
Right.
and you gotta be you.
Perfect.
So that's my ending of the show. I always
Yep.
do it with my
Yeah.
videos, and that's what it's about. But here's what the thing about "Gotta Be Me." I can be anybody.
Right.
Gotta be Einstein. Picture me with a wig on,
There you
with
go.
glass,
Yeah.
and I come up with a new invention that you come up with that I'll sell for you.
Right.
So gotta be Einstein. Gotta be De Niro. I hate
Right.
him.
Ah.
Anyway, gotta be. I could be anybody. So that's why I love the name "Gotta Be Me."
Yep.
I can be anybody.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
and I got all kinds of different wardrobes and different things like that I wear. And yeah.
So
I'm not a great impressionist. I can do a little bit of it, But
So you're
the beauty about the "Gotta Be Me" thing is
Yeah.
I don't have to. If I say I'm gotta be De Niro, I don't have to look like him or sound like him. I can just show you he's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's all. He is.
So this is not about golf.
You sound like you're doing
Gotta
a little
be-
no,
stand-up.
gotta
No,
be me.
not
It's
about
not
it at all. Okay.
This is another side of me.
Okay, I'm meeting this side.
Yeah.
I'm definitely meeting
This
this
is just
side.
another side.
Okay, so it's going to be entertaining.
I am very, very complicated.
Yes,
I have
sounds
all
that
kinds
way.
of levels.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And deep.
Yeah.
I get deep.
Did your father golf?
My father did play a little bit.
So he's a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He wasn't into it like I got into it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you were
And
smart
my
to get
mother
into it.
created that, sending me to caddy camp, like I
Wonderful.
said.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so this got to be me, which
Yeah.
we need to spend a couple of minutes talking about because we want people to listen to it
Absolutely.
and watch
When
it
is it
next
gonna
week.
be on?
It's a couple of weeks, he
A
said.
couple of weeks, we're going to start one.
What
we're gonna
day?
shoot the first one. Don't know yet.
Don't
we're going
know
to
yet?
talk about
Okay.
that
Still
today.
trying to do
Okay.
scheduling.
That's why I come up here.
We will
today.
let you know, though.
I didn't
So,
expect
yeah.
to be sitting down with you
Yeah,
guys,
I know.
but I'm
I know.
so happy I did.
We are
Oh,
so pleased
please.
to have you.
Beautiful.
It's our honor.
You made
I would
our
love
day.
to come on your
Yeah.
show, but
Yeah.
I want to sit over there.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
So he's talking about our other show. He's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
our
yeah,
other
yeah.
show, Tom.
I just did 18
yeah.
holes.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he's talking about our other show,
And,
and we'd love to have you on that as well.
And your first lesson's on me. I
Oh,
want both.
I like
I want
that.
both of you there.
Yep.
You will be there.
Okay.
Tom, you're going to have a problem because I
Why?
have your clubs. What are you going to use?
I'm going to use my clubs.
No.
So this is wonderful. I'll
This
tell
is
you.
very exciting, and so
Isn't
is
this
the Gotta Be Me.
Sounds
I'm dying to see. So we'll find out from the project manager over there, our producer, when your show is going to be, and we'll be sure to mention
Yes.
it at both of our shows. And let everybody know when to tune in to listen to you and watch you.
Awesome.
And I think it's going to be great.
I'm all excited.
You
I
are
can't
a-
wait.
Let me
You
tell you,
are
my
a
friend, this has
shoo-in
been a
Pleasure
great
to
show.
meet you guys.
Yeah, very
Oh.
nice to meet you. I want to
Pleasure.
just
Pleasure.
It's an honor.
I-
It's
Pleasure
an
to
honor.
meet you.
Okay, I just need to wrap up
Absolutely.
quickly
Yeah.
what we've got going on here. So we are meeting with AKA Gutta B Mee. If you want to go and check out his videos, you spell it GUTTABMEE. You can call him if you want golf lessons at 617-334-4371, or if you want to put your kids in a clinic or camp. He teaches from late March right up until October, so there's still time to get a few lessons in, and then you can practice in the winter down in your basement or something. And he's going to start his own podcast in a couple of weeks. You've been listening to the Don't Do It Yourself podcast, where we meet every Thursday and we talk about, what did I say? Did I say that wrong? The Don't Do It Yourself podcast? Okay, so our email address is tommy's2shoes@aol.com, and we're here every Thursday, and we look forward to having you listen to us. Please shoot us an email. Tell us what you thought of the show, and if there's anybody in particular you'd like to have us come on as a guest.
Now remember, folks, if you're looking for lessons for your children or yourself, make sure you get in touch. We're going to be back next week with another great show, but this one here was one of my favorites. I got to tell you,
absolutely.
What a personality on you.
Absolutely.
Are you a stand-up comic on the side?
I did some stand-up.
I can tell.
Absolutely.
I can tell.
Yeah, and you got to buy your book, Fundamental, and it's
the Fundamental
the
Coach.
Fundamental
and
Coach.
The fun is in
I love
capital
that.
letters. Yeah,
I love that. That's a perfect name.
Yeah. It's
so
beautiful stuff.
who's the author?
Me.
Okay, the author is me.
Gotta be me.
Okay, all right, perfect. All right, thank you so much.
She really asked me that.
I know.
All right, folks.
Okay.
Just remember, put that hammer down. We'll be back next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.